The wind of change is sweeping across the African continent, and it carries with it the whispers of a new era. This era is marked by a profound transformation, a shift in the collective consciousness of the people. At the heart of this transformation stands Ibrahim Traore, the young leader of Burkina Faso, a nation often overlooked on the global stage. Yet it is a nation rich in culture, history, and potential. But Traore is no ordinary leader. Thrust into power by a wave of popular sentiment, he embodies the aspirations of a generation yearning for economic emancipation. This generation is eager to break free from the chains of the past and forge a new path forward. Traore's story is one of audacity and conviction. Born in a nation grappling with the legacies of colonialism and exploitation, he witnessed firsthand the stark disparity between Burkina Faso's vast natural wealth and the poverty endured by its people. This contrast fueled his determination to bring about change. Inspired by the legacy of Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader who met an untimely end, Traoré dared to envision a different future for his nation, a future where the destiny of Africa's resources rested firmly in African hands. He believed that the wealth of the land should benefit its people first and foremost. His rise to power was swift and decisive, a testament to the deep-seated desire for change that resonated throughout Burkina Faso. The people rallied behind him, seeing in him a beacon of hope. In the tumultuous aftermath of a coup, Traoré emerged as a beacon of hope, his youthful energy and unwavering commitment to Pan-African ideals captivating the hearts and minds of the people. His message was clear. The time had come for Africa to break free from the shackles of neo-colonialism and chart its own course towards prosperity. This vision was not just for Burkina Faso, but for the entire continent. It was a message that struck a chord across the continent, igniting a firestorm of debate and discussion. Leaders and citizens alike began to question the status quo. For too long, Africa had been relegated to the role of a passive supplier of raw materials, its resources plundered to fuel the industrial engines of the West, while its own people languished in poverty. This exploitation had to end. Traoré's audacious move to ban the export of unrefined raw materials sent shockwaves through the global economy, challenging the established order and signaling a paradigm shift in the relationship between Africa and the rest of the world. This bold stance was a call to action for other African nations to reclaim their sovereignty and resources. Traoré's declaration was as simple as it was revolutionary. We know how to mine our gold, and I don't understand why we're going to let multinationals come and mine it. With those words, he threw down the gauntlet, challenging the long-standing practice of Western corporations extracting Africa's resources for a pittance while leaving behind a trail of environmental degradation and social unrest. The ban on raw material exports was not merely an economic policy, it was a declaration of independence, a bold assertion of sovereignty. It sent a clear message that Burkina Faso, under Traoré's leadership, would no longer be content with the crumbs from the table of global capitalism. The nation's vast mineral wealth, gold, cotton, manganese, would now be harnessed for the benefit of its own people. This decision was not taken lightly. Traoré knew full well the risks involved in defying the established order. The West, accustomed to having unfettered access to Africa's resources, would not relinquish its grip easily. Accusations of authoritarianism and threats of economic sanctions followed swiftly, but Traoré remained undeterred. He understood that true freedom came at a price and was prepared to stand firm in the face of adversity. We are not against partnerships, he explained, but we want partnerships that are based on mutual respect and shared benefits. We will no longer allow our resources to be plundered while our people remain mired in poverty. Traoré's vision was clear: to build a self-reliant nation. He believed in investing in education and local industries, fostering technological advancements and innovation within the country. Sustainable agriculture and self-sufficiency were also key components of his strategy. Empowering women and local communities was at the heart of his policies. Traoré's bold declaration was more than just words, it was a call to action for a brighter future. A future where Burkina Faso's wealth would be used to uplift its people and create lasting prosperity. And while the road ahead was fraught with challenges, Traoré's unwavering determination inspired a nation to dream big and strive for true independence. The reverberations of Traoré's decision were felt far beyond the borders of Burkina Faso. This small, landlocked nation in West Africa suddenly found itself at the center of a global economic storm. In the gleaming towers of Wall Street, where fortunes are made and lost in the blink of an eye, and the bustling trading floors of London, where the pulse of the global economy is constantly monitored, a sense of unease set in. Financial analysts and traders, who thrive on predictability, were suddenly faced with an unpredictable variable. The global economy, built on the assumption of endless access to cheap raw materials from the developing world, was now grappling with a new reality. Industries that had long relied on Africa's mineral wealth, from electronics manufacturing to jewelry production, found themselves scrambling for alternative sources. The sudden shift in the availability of these crucial resources sent shockwaves through various sectors. Prices for key commodities soared, causing a ripple effect that was felt across the globe. The carefully calibrated machinery of international trade, accustomed to dictating terms to developing nations, was thrown into disarray. The Western media, caught off guard by this audacious challenge to the status quo, struggled to comprehend the motivations behind Traoré's move. Accusations of economic recklessness and isolationism filled the airwaves, painting a picture of a reckless leader driving his nation towards ruin. But beneath the surface of these pronouncements, a palpable sense of anxiety could be detected. For the first time in generations, a small African nation had dared to challenge the established order, and the world was watching with bated breath. The old rules of the game were being rewritten, and the outcome remained uncertain. One thing, however, was clear. Traoré's bold move had exposed the fragility of the global economic system, and the West's dependence on Africa's resources. The world was now forced to reckon with the reality that the balance of power could shift in unexpected ways. As the dust settled, it became evident that Traoré's Gambit was not just a bold political move, but a statement of intent. It was a declaration that the era of exploitation without consequence was over. The world had been put on notice, and the implications of this shift were only beginning to unfold. The reverberations of Traoré's decision would be felt for years to come, as nations and industries adapted to this new paradigm. The impact of Traoré's Gambit was a testament to the power of a single nation's resolve to change its destiny. And as the world watched, the message was clear. The dynamics of global power were shifting, and the future was uncertain. The old rules of the game were being rewritten, and the outcome remained uncertain. The world was now on the edge of a new era, one where the voices of the previously marginalized could no longer be ignored. One thing, however, was clear. Traoré's bold move had exposed the fragility of the global economic system and the West's dependence on Africa's resources. In the heart of our journey, we arrive at a testament to economic sovereignty. It's a story woven with resilience, innovation, and the unwavering spirit of a people determined to chart their own course. This isn't just about numbers or policies, it's about the lives transformed, the dreams realized, and the futures secured. Here we see the true power of economic independence, where communities thrive and individuals find their voice. It's a powerful reminder that sovereignty isn't just a concept, it's a lived experience shaping the world one step at a time. The journey to independence was fraught with numerous challenges and resistance. Leaders and citizens alike faced immense pressure, both internally and externally. Yet, their unwavering determination and resilience paved the way for eventual liberation. To truly understand Traoré's policies, we must place them within their historical context. His decisions were not made in isolation, but were influenced by the socio-political landscape of the time. This perspective allows us to appreciate the complexity and foresight behind his actions. As the winds of change swept across the continent, nations began to awaken to their potential. The spirit of self-determination and unity ignited a new era of possibilities. It was a time of great promise and profound transformation. Moving towards a future of self-reliance, the focus shifted to building sustainable economies and resilient societies. The vision was clear: to forge a path that was independent and prosperous. This commitment to self-reliance remains a cornerstone of progress today.